Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the evening is what we call the love story. A lot of you know Jake, a lot of you know Rebecca, but not a lot of you guys know how they met and how they fell in love. Well, today we're going to give you guys their love story. Jake and Rebecca's love story began in April of 2012, thanks to a mutual friend, Catherine Olson. Is Catherine here tonight? Thank you, Catherine, for making this happen. They became acquainted on the phone, where Jake was a smooth, calm, and collected talker. Little did Rebecca know that when they met in person for the first time, she was in for another story. Right before summer began, they met at the Bunker House, a home in Sugar House where Jake lived in opulence, in the furnace room, rent-free in exchange for chores. When Rebecca and Jake met for the first time, it was clear that the smooth character that was on the phone was a nervous and awkward wreck. They made conversation on the front lawn of the Bunker House without too much eye contact. But as tongue-tied as he was, Jake managed to hold Rebecca's hand. Ah, thank you. After their first encounter, Jake was off to summer sales for Vivint in Wyoming. Jake made sure Rebecca never forgot about him, with phone calls, text messages, and even flowers on her birthday in June. Thank you. Jake returned after summer sales and knew it was time to woo this girl. He went all out to impress Rebecca by dropping the big bucks at the Utah State Fair. There they went on all the rides, played all the classic games, and got all the tastiest fried treats, from deep-fried Twinkies to funnel cake. Since this was a first date, it was a long time coming. Jake didn't want to waste any time and was planning on making a move by kissing Rebecca on the Ferris wheel that night. The only problem with this plan was that he told Rebecca's roommate, the dolls. Thanks for ruining the surprise, ladies. Our soon-to-be two lovebirds boarded the Ferris wheel. As the ride progressed, Jake knew it was time to make his move. Like the gentleman he is, he politely asked Rebecca if he could kiss her. She complied and said yes. Jake leaned over and laid one on her, just like that. After that moment, it was apparent that Jake and Rebecca had fallen hopelessly and helplessly in love. Sweet, sweet love. Colors seemed more vivid, birds would sing in unison, and small woodland animals would gather in pairs wherever they went. As the months progressed, Jake knew he needed to pop the question. He chose August 23rd, 2014. Jake had planned on meeting Rebecca at her cabin in Pinedale, Wyoming. Rebecca had driven up there with some friends, Nate and Emery. Jake arrived just in time for dinner. As the sunset approached, Jake knew it was the right moment to let Rebecca know his intentions of marrying her. But she made first her intentions clear that they weren't going anywhere until they had eaten dinner. Jake had never before in his life scarfed down a meal that fast. He was ready. Jake took Rebecca to Hot Chocolate Ridge. Sounds romantic. As they approached, Rebecca noticed roses and candles placed around a bench. She asked, "What is this all about?" Jake innocently replied, "I don't know," so as not to ruin the surprise. He then got down on one knee and asked Rebecca to be his. The proposal was perfect because she said yes. They enjoyed their first sunset of forever together, talking about all things lovey-dovey and their future as an us. That is their love story.